everyone. Welcome to First Coast Comedy's main event, and the crowd goes wild! Thank you so much. My name is Dave Bogan. I will be the host of tonight's main event, but before we get started, I do have a couple of questions. How many of you have never ever seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? Go ahead, raise your hands. Never seen a show. Ooh, about half of you. Okay, very cool. All right. Now, how many of you tonight are going to be seeing a show here at First Coast Comedy, but this is going to be for your very first time. Your first time. Should have been the same hands, folks. The same, none of you caught on to that. Wow, a lot of you found the bar early. Good job. All right, all right. Anyways, for those of you who have never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, what we do is improv comedy. Improv meaning all the comedy that you're going to see tonight is going to be created in the spur of the moment. Nothing is memorized, prepared, or rehearsed in any way, shape, or form. And to do this, we're going to need a lot of suggestions from you all, the audience. Everybody say that with me, please. You, the audience. One more time, even louder. You, the audience. That's right. You're going to play a very important part of our show. Every once in a while, I'll be asking for suggestions that our players then will incorporate into a wide variety of comedy they're going to perform for you tonight. So let's practice that a little bit. Let's see. From over here, let me get your favorite color. Shout it out. Blue. Blue is clearly the favorite from this section over here, so we would take blue. And the players have to somehow use that. From the middle, let me get your favorite fruit. Pineapple, although grape was a close second. All right, but we would take a pineapple, and the players would somehow incorporate that. From over here, let's do this. Let me get your favorite 12th century Dutch philosopher.
Ansel.
Sure. I would just presume you're correct. Yes. I think you get the point. So whenever I do ask for a suggestion, shout it out loudly, shout it out proudly, because we do not have a show without them. Now, also, we may need the help of some fun-loving volunteers throughout the show. Now, when I say volunteers, I mean volunteers, not your friends pointing at you like that, or shoving you up here or anything like that. No, no, no. One thing we are never going to do is we will never force anyone up that does not want to come up here. But I can promise you this. If you do volunteer to be in one of our games, I promise you that we are not going to make fun of you. We absolutely are not. We're like here every weekend at the same time. Yeah, if we had you come up here, made you look silly, and then sent you on your way, yeah, you could find us anytime. So, not in our best interest, but also you're going to get a prize afterwards. You could win. You could win for volunteering a brand new iPad. Okay. All right, kind of tepid response. All right. Or you could win a free ticket to a future show here at First Coast Comedy. All right. We shouldn't have bought the iPads. Waste of money. But knowing that, how many of you think you might want to volunteer? Knowing that you're not committing to anything right now, might want to volunteer. All right, I see one, I see two, I see three. Hey, clap for the three bravest among us, everyone. Yeah. All right. Also, yes, we have a lot of folks here. We have some kids in the audience here, so keep in mind that this is a show for everyone. A show for who? A show for everyone. That's right. So please keep that in mind when you're shouting out suggestions. For example, let's say, hey, what's your name right there? Isla. Isla? Isla. How old are you? 12 years old. Clap for 12-year-old Isla. Yeah, so yeah, if you think you're about to shout something out that's going to create a really weird and uncomfortable conversation with their parents later on tonight, probably don't want to be shouting that out. Plus, we do not want any of the kids in the audience to know what we as adults really think is funny. So clap if you're down for a fun, clean show, everyone. Yeah, clean show? Yeah, cool. And finally, before we get started, there's some very important people that are a part of the show.
Dave?
Oh, yes?
You didn't say hello to our internet audience.
Oh, our internet audience. Yeah, that's right. We have folks watching us on the YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel where we stream our 7:30 shows every Friday and Saturday night if you cannot make it here. And handling the stream is our YouTube aficionado. Give it up for Anthony, everyone. Anthony! Really? That's his song? Okay. Also, you met her when you came in. She is our ticket master. Give it up for Becca back there. Becca! Also playing all that awesome music over there. Give it up for Michael, everyone. Michael! finally, my favorite person in this whole building, because he has access to all the stuff behind the bar. Yeah, he is your bartender of the evening. Give it up for Steve! Yes. Hey, at any point during the show, by the way, if we're in the middle of a game or whatever and you need to get a beverage, we are not offended if you need to go and visit Steve. But remember, if you visit Steve, hey, remember to tip him. Appreciate him. He's working hard. He's got a terrific smile. He's an awesome bartender. And he also comes to us through a federal work release program. So be good to him. How you been doing, Steve? Okay, whoops, sorry. I've said too much. All right, so I'm all warmed up. I know the players are also warmed up, but there's one more group of people that needs to be warmed up just a little bit. Who could that be? It must be you, thee! You, thee! That's right, so here's what we're going to do to warm up. We're going to do a little thing I call the clap-o-meter. Very simple how this works. I'm going to start to count from 1 to 10. And when I start at 1, we're just going to do a polite little golf clap, like, oh, we're looking at someone's slides of the trip to the library they took or something like that, right? And then we're going to slowly build it up. So by the time we get to 10, I want us all screaming and yelling and going nuts. And I want you to keep that applause going as our players come out and the show begins. So let's start with just a soothing number 1.
Terrible slides.
Very, very terrible slides. Yes, all right. And a 2. Oh, yes, and a 3. And a 4. Oh, yeah.
Unforgettably.
And a 5. Halfway there, number 1. And a 6. Come on now. And a 7. Hooting and hollering. Should it be?
All right, let's keep those applause going. Let's bring our players to the stage. That's right, give it up for Stephanie Nicholson, Adam Bateman, Yeleni Kalinowski, Jello Weaver. Let's bring back your host, Dave Hogan.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the action with our first game, which is the game of categories. Categories. Let's get all the players up for the game of categories. In this game of categories, guess what? This is a category game. Whoa, yeah. So in this game, right now, as you can see, we got all of our players standing here. Now they're all going to put their hands up just like this. In this game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a variety of different categories from you, thee. And we're going to take those categories, and at any given point, I can point to a player. Whoever I point at, they have to say something that is in that category. And this will continue until someone cannot come up with something that is in the category. If that happens, they will then lose a hand. Say and do that with us, please. Hands at the ready, just like this. I can see you all. Here we go. They will lose a hand. If they repeat something that's already been said, they will lose a hand. If they stutter, stammer, or hesitate in any way, they will lose a hand. If they spit at anyone in the front row, they will be wet. You're just going to be wet. You're just going to be wet. I apologize for that. But if they lose 2 hands, that player is then eliminated. We're doing eliminated. We're doing eliminated. I'm changing it up. They will be, say do with us, please, they will be eliminated. Last player standing is going to win a random thing that Steve is going to find from behind the bar. There's a lot of stuff we got to get rid of, folks. All right. So that being said, from over here, let me get something like a category. Like a category could be like dogs or cats or what? What was it back there? Instruments. We're going to just say musical instruments to clarify. Yes. All right. So the first category is musical instruments. Musical instruments. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Flute,
Guitar, oboe,
glockenspiel,
piano, French horn,
clarinet, English horn, trumpet,
trombone,
guitar,
timpani,
bells, drums,
bass, xylophone,
cymbals, castanets,
tuba.
castanets again.
Sorry. Can't have enough castanets. I'm sorry. Della will lose a hand. You said something. What did you say? You had a category.
Shoe brands.
Shoe brands. All right, so here we go. Next category is shoe brands. Shoe brands. And begin.
Skechers.
Nike. Adidas.
Reebok.
Puma. I was gonna say Puma.
Oh, right away, Della is eliminated. Clap for Della, everyone. Clap for Della. All right, and then there were three. So let's see. From the back, let me get another category. Another category.
Olympic sports.
Olympic sports. Ooh, how timely. All right, so we have Olympic sports. Olympic sports. And begin.
100-meter dash.
Break dancing.
400-meter hurdles.
The pommel horse.
200-meter dash.
Artistic swimming.
4x1 relay.
Diving.
4x4 relay.
Water polo.
Javelin launching. Javelin.
We'll take it.
1600-meter race.
Heptathlon.
The floor dancing.
The shot put.
Steeplechase.
Things.
I'm sorry, Stephanie will lose a hand.
You lose.
It was a written in
Oh, so
category.
written in. Oh, okay. I forgot breakdancing is an Olympic event now. Wow. Yeah, go 80s. Okay. Let's see. From the front, let me get another category. What is it?
Tools.
What was it?
Tools.
Tolls?
Tools.
Oh, I thought you said tolls.
$1.
All right, tools. Tools, all right. So different types of tools. And begin.
DeWalt.
Hammer.
Screwdriver.
Flathead screwdriver.
Compound miter saw.
A monkey wrench.
A wet saw.
A rubber mallet.
A lathe.
Ball peen hammer.
Awl.
Sawhorse.
One of those triangle things. No, it's a square. It's a square. Thank you.
Yeah. Wrong geometric shape. I'm sorry. He will lose a hand. All right, open up to.
Triangle. but it's
Michael
called a
loves
square.
Spotify. Oh man. Another category from anyone. You're doing great. Anyone.
Toys.
What was right here?
Kids' toys.
Kids' toys. Okay. Oh boy. I don't have any kids that I'm aware of. So if it sounds like they made up one, I want you to all go. Let's practice that, please. Okay. So kids' toys. Kids' toys. And begin.
Rubik's Cube.
Duplos.
G.I. Joe.
Legos.
Lego Lincoln Logs.
Slinky.
Transformers.
The slushy slime.
I don't think that's the official name. I'm sorry. What's it called? What is it? It's called. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're all gonna hang out afterwards and debate it. I'm sorry, but Stephanie is eliminated. Clap for Stephanie, everyone. A stickler for precision. All right. So now we got our last two players here. So let's get another category from anyone.
Action stars.
Action stars. All right. So action movie stars. Here we go. And begin.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Robert Downey Jr.
I guess so. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Chris Evans.
Steven Seagal.
Chuck Connery.
You hesitate a little too long. He will lose a hand. I'm like Robert Downey Jr. Then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, he was in all the Marvel movies.
You can tell the age difference.
I was thinking like, oh, 16 Candles? What a great action movie that was. All right, so we're obviously down to the last round here. So looking at these two, I need one more category that you think they would equally know something about. What do you think it is? What was it? Rock genre. Oh, wait, what was it? Oh, book genres. All right. I don't even know how to eliminate people for this one. All right. Well, we're going to do it. Okay. So, book genres. So,
Okay.
I don't know. We'll just keep playing until it doesn't sound right. All right. So, here we go. Final round. Book genres. And begin.
Self-help.
Children's.
Young adult fiction.
Romance.
Humor.
Choose your own adventure.
World history.
Picture.
Cookbooks.
Historical fiction.
Historical nonfiction.
How to build a house.
Yeah, we're straying a little into the obscure.
That's a great genre book.
Ah, it's too small. I'm sorry. Adam is eliminated. Johnny is your winner. Johnny, don't go anywhere. Because Steve right now is about to bring a special thing for you. Oh boy. Drum roll in our laps. Let's see what Johnny's won. Okay. What do we get? Ooh, a monster